everyone. Welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. It's Banshee here with her Sunday morning Material Matters show. Your keys to success in the week ahead in the world of business, finance, education, investments. Welcome. And this week, we're starting with, I think the moon is in Capricorn, and it's going to be heading to Aries by week's end. Good time for the Banshee because she's in Aries and my moon is in Capricorn. So, we always start the show with a reading from one of my oracle decks, and this deck happens to be a tarot deck. But it is the Tarot of Affirmations by Sally Hill. I'm going to pull a card today for the collective and see what kind of affirmations there are to focus on for the week ahead. And then we'll get into our elemental sign readings for the week. Let's see what we've got. A very Aries kind of card, I must say. We have the Emperor. And the Emperor is about, leadership, achievement. So here are some affirmations related to the Emperor. I am achievement. I have the power to translate my dreams into reality. I order and structure my life to create a stable base for my activities. I define limits and establish boundaries for myself and for my world to smooth my relationships and protect my inner authority. I respect my vision, use my reason to prepare a plan, and act in disciplined ways to achieve my ambitions. I value my accomplishments, honor my success, and use my experience to empower others. Hey! A great card for material matters, I have to say. And just a reminder, tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. So keep that in mind. Always get your financial advice from professionals in the field. So, where do we start? We start with the air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is for you. I hope you're going to have a good week ahead. Things are pretty topsy-turvy out there still. I hope everybody is doing okay in this environment that we are presently in with the virus returning, resurging in many areas of the country. Okay, air signs, this is for you. Our first card, which is basically our focus card, where will your attention be focused this week, is the Nine of Wands reversed. So basically the Nine of Wands reversed indicates that, you might not be prepared for some of the things that take place this week. Keep that in mind. I don't know what we can do. Just be aware that some things might happen that may throw you off your game, may take you by surprise, and it may not necessarily be a pleasant surprise. So let's see what we've got here. How can you best prepare yourself for this focus for this week? What do you need to know? Well, we have the Knight of Swords, and it's reversed. And I think the Knight of Swords reversed is telling me that, there's a coming or going of some decisions. Somebody is going to be making some decisions. I have this feeling with what I'm seeing here, these are not decisions that you yourself are making, but these might be decisions that affect you and affect you adversely, which may fall right into what we had here with the Nine of Wands. You're not going to be prepared for some of these decisions that are coming down. Many companies and many places like schools, etc., are reopening now. And so, there are decisions that are being made. Are they being made in your best interests? Or, another problem is that, of course, people are cutting back, they're downsizing, they're furloughing employees. I worry, about something like that because we have the Wand card here in reverse. This could be something that takes you off guard. Your interactions in the material world with others, will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, in an environment we're in right now, you might have to really, really kind of, how can I say this? You have to kind of be clever. You have to kind of be, sneaky a little bit and try to ferret out the information of what's going on. People are making decisions. They might take you off guard. I think it is up to you, in order to protect your interests, to try to get to the bottom of things, I'm not saying to gossip or anything, but, to traffic in that. But what I am saying is, to maybe ask around, maybe talk to some people and, express your concerns or ask questions. Even asking questions of the appropriate people, managers, etc., and find out, what's the story, what's going on, what's behind what is happening. So use your cleverness. Be very careful in how you do this. Will there be gains, losses this week, forward or backward movement, or no movement at all? Well, I tend to think with the Eight of Cups reversed, there is either it might very well be that some people might end up going back, to work. So there might be that, and maybe you weren't expecting it, so that might be a happy surprise. But also the fact is, maybe you're not ready to go back. Maybe you feel that the timing isn't right, in a lot of parts of the country, and maybe even in the world where the virus is really flaring up, you're worried about this going back. So I do sense a coming back of some sort to something. Maybe you'll be called back to a job. But it has, possible disadvantages attached to it, air signs. So a little cautionary tale for you in the week ahead to be careful, be on your guard. And also, I seem to be relating this a little bit to the job front, but if this has anything to do with investments or money, I would say beware, be careful, and be prepared for some sudden shifts and changes, maybe in the markets, maybe with plans you had with your money that might take place, and you may have to reconsider some of the moves that you were about to make. And that's what I have for you, air signs, for the week ahead. Good luck with that, and we're going to move on to the fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'm always very keen and eyes wide open on this reading for myself. Thanks to everybody who has been tuning into the show, who have been joining me Sunday mornings in the chat when I premiere the video. I'm just amazed at all the support, and for those who may not find this their cup of tea, thank you for coming and stopping in. And, hopefully you'll find something out there in YouTube land that you will enjoy, if it's not my show. Okay, fire signs, it is for you. You are on. And your focus card, what you need to pay attention to this week, wow, is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is the beginning of something that brings you great joy, happiness, possibly some, dare I say it, office romance. Or, it's very possible that somebody may be starting a new undertaking or job that will bring them great joy and happiness. Something that brings pleasure, something that you will really enjoy. So how can you best prepare yourself for what you need to focus on this week? What do you need to know? Oh my gosh, and look what comes up again. It's a Five of Swords, and it's upright. And the Five of Swords again is saying, well, how can you best prepare yourself is to dig for some facts, dig for some information, be proactive as opposed to reactive in a situation. I think that, just stay on top of things and be aware of everything that's going on around you, because there's a possibility that this Ace of Cups is an opportunity that is presenting itself for you, and you don't want to miss an opportunity that looks like it could bring such happiness and joy to you. Your interactions with others in the material world, will there be cooperation or conflict in the week ahead? Well, we have the Eight of Swords, and it is upright. And this kind of tells me that you're going to be feeling a little bit stifled by people this week. For one thing, you might feel as though they are holding you back in some way. You feel trapped by them. But to be realistic about this, then maybe just your own impression, your own perception of things. In reality, the reality may be very different. Maybe people are willing to help you, you just don't see it, and you're not asking for the help. So you have inadvertently let your own feelings about others trap yourself. So give people a chance. Give your teammates a chance. Give possible advisors and people, that you're going to for financial advice, or who are managing your finances. Give them a chance to, show what they're really doing to help you. Will there be gains or losses this week? Forward, backward movement, or no movement at all? Well, there may be, there seems to be some movement, but it's not necessarily in your favor. It looks as though by week's end, you're going to be in a position of maybe having to rejuggle things in your life. It's as if maybe maybe this great opportunity, is going to take something out of you, whether it's a financial investment, whether it's your time and energy. So you're going to be feeling kind of spent and kind of out of sorts, and as if, you're spending so much time, on this one side of your life that your other side is suffering a bit. Try not to let that happen. Take it all in stride and be a little bit balanced with things, fire signs. I know, sometimes we jump and go all in on something and we just burn out, in the process. So just take it day by day and balance your time between work and pleasure. And you should have a great week. I think, overall, some of the things that are holding you back this week are on you. They're your own perceptions of how others may be holding you back. And is it real? Is it not? I think you really need to think about that more and recognize that you sometimes can be your own worst enemy. So that's what I have for you, fire signs. Good luck with the week ahead. And we're moving on to water, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Hey, water signs. Let's see what's going on in your life. All right. And here we go. Your focus card, what you need to think about for the week ahead, is the King of Pentacles reversed. Well, recognize that this is a week you need to focus on how you are managing your resources and your money. Don't fall asleep at the wheel, so to speak. Pay attention to different things, different moves that are going on in the market, that you need to be aware of. Pay attention to different things that are happening on the job, particularly where the budget is concerned. If you are a manager of financial resources or money. Pay attention, to the little details, the finer points. Your leadership is required here, and it seems as though you might not be all that into it. How can you best prepare for what you need to know to focus on in the week ahead? Well, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it is going in the opposite direction. So, what can I say about this, water signs? Recognize that there may be some downturns this week for you. Maybe, the stocks are going to be taking a roller coaster ride of some sort. Maybe your job, things are topsy-turvy at the workplace. There may be, cutbacks that are making you work harder. There may be cutbacks that are affecting you. There is definitely some kind of downturn to the cycle. But always remember with the Wheel of Fortune, it is a temporary condition. It does not stay there. What goes up must come down, and what is down must come back up again. So it will rise again. Just be ready for that and be able to manage that flow. Well, and so how will your interactions with others be this week? Will there be conflict or cooperation? This is a pretty nice card actually here. It seems as though communications will be flowing smoothly, that others could assist you. You might get news and information that you need, in order to make decisions that are important to your financial affairs or your work life. So I think definitely people are your allies this week. Your coworkers or the people who are managing your accounts or money. Be aware that there's smooth sailing ahead with communications. So if you need to discuss something, if you need to have meetings and work out some planning with others in regards to how to manage this downturn, I think you'll find some allies and some cooperation there. And also, this is a warning to make sure, water signs, that you are balanced in your own communication with others, and that, you speak freely and clearly, but also listen as well. Will there be gains, losses this week, or any forward, backward movement, or are you going to about stay where you're at? Well, we have the moon. Talk about, I'm not sure. So basically, I think, maybe things are going to stay fairly stable and where they're at. I sense the moon is saying that this is a week where you will need to be focusing on information gathering and using your intuition to navigate, these downturns that are happening. And also, maybe to go within a little bit and see why you just are not in the swing of things this week as far as managing your resources go. So the moon is saying your intuition is going to be hot and on target, but, the moon is like, in darkness, things can seem confusing and cloudy and unclear. So you need to dispel some of that darkness, bring some light back, shed some light on this situation here, and even with yourself, and figure out what is going on. And that is what I have for you, water signs. Good luck with your week ahead. And now we're going to find out what's going on with our friends, the earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Don't forget to check out Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges every Friday.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome.
I believe he might even attend some of the premieres. Okay, Earth signs. What is your focus in the week ahead? What do you need to be focused on? Well, we have Justice reversed. Well, it seems to me you need to focus on, you're going to be focused on some perceived injustice, unfairness that you feel has happened to you. You're going to feel as if something very unfair has happened. I feel like this has, to me, this speaks maybe about a workplace issue, whether there's cutbacks that affect you adversely one way or another, whether you yourself get furloughed, or maybe the fact that you guys are short-staffed in your work environment and you're getting piled on with the work. Maybe you feel that, there has just been some wrong that needs to be corrected. So how can you best prepare yourself for this? Well, I think what you need to consider here, this is the Fool upright. And the Fool is all about risks and taking chances and stuff. You may have to take a chance and just out and out confront this situation, and speak to people about it and let them know how you feel. It may be in your best interest to do so. But of course, don't do it in a confrontational way. Do it in a way where you're looking for, how can we fix this? In other words, be a part of the solution and not part of the problem. And I think you, with the Fool card here, have to take the initiative on this and stand up for yourself. Your interactions with others in the material world. Will there be cooperation or conflict? And you have the Four of Swords, and it is reversed. And in this case, I think there is going to be more activity with people. You are definitely going to be involved with others. There'll be conversations. There will be communication. There will be movement. It could possibly create and generate the change we need in this situation here. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what the final outcome is. But there is definitely going to be dialogue, I think, that takes place with this card reversed. It's kind of coming from a period of recuperation, which means to me in this case, maybe of like coming out of a feeling of, wow, this just happened to me and I am stuck in place. I don't know what to do. So into an area of movement and things happening because you took a risk and confronted this situation. So will there be gains or losses this week? Forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Oh, I feel like here the Devil is reversed. And so what I would say is, it's not reverse. I'm sorry, the Devil upright. My apologies. I don't know why I said that. My producer here just informed me of my error. Okay, so hand wave. Well, at any rate, the Devil is upright. And so it's interesting here. You know what? I feel like this all has to play out for you the way it's going to play out. You are going to feel in a slightly weakened position by week's end, regardless of your efforts. It seems as though, the powers that be are still kind of restricting you in some way. You feel as though you are, I don't know, like the Devil tied to a ball and chain. The Devil chains people to them. You will be feeling maybe even as though there's no way out. You will feel weakened by all of this. But you know what? You can find a way out. It's just a matter of time and patience and getting through it. Way out could be any number of things. You can decide to walk away. You can decide, okay, I'm going to find the best way to work through this situation that has been foisted upon me. I am going to make the best of it and put my best foot forward. You're going to continue maybe dialogue going. Do not let the Devil overwhelm you. Take charge. Take control. Take control and let the powers that be know that, in your own way, you are a force to be reckoned with. You're not going to sit down and take it. You're going to keep being the person you are, the good solid worker, for example, because I really do feel this is speaking for us in the workplace, earth signs. This is going to affect you there more than anywhere else this week. And it's up to you to release those chains and feel unbound. You may not be able to totally change their hearts and minds, but one thing you can do is show them that, you are able to rise above whatever challenge you face. And that's what I have for you this week, Earth signs. Good luck with that. So, this is kind of a week of ups and downs, I think, overall for everybody. And I think it reflects just the sign of the times right now. We are really in uncharted waters, We've never experienced anything like what this pandemic is doing to us. So just understand that, it's going to be like this, I think, in our readings probably for some time. We're going to have some very big up periods, and we're going to have some very bad down periods as well. Well, I hope this reading has helped all of you prepare for the week ahead, and tune in next week, same time, same place, for another Material Matters with the Banshee, and we will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.